Last time on PeakD&D, we did our 0.9.5 conversion, so we're playing like kind of a new game, which is cool and awesome. So there's that. And we are hanging out with Buford Beauregard de Bois, the clan leader of the Casterlow. And he took us down into the temple of Jastian, the pirate Icostheon god of treasure and navigation and charisma. Dashing guy. But he was a ghost pirate that came through, and we don't think his mind's all there, and it seems like there's some artifacts down here, like we have to find his regalia. And I wonder too, because the godstones have bits of like the god souls in them, so I wonder if like we can get the gods their stuff if they'll come back. But it also makes me wonder about what's going on with other gods if this is happening to Jastian. So we go down here, we fight a big robot, wooden robot anchor monster, and then we have to help the lost souls find shore.
Deep in the sunken temple of Jastian, you guys are now in a room that has come alive with ghostly water elementals that cannot find their way, those souls lost at sea. And you are surrounded by two pools of water, which each have a large and a small elemental in there. We've rolled initiative. In the room, as a reminder, there is a giant mosaic on the ceiling that has sort of like the
compass rose,
rose of a compass. Yeah, unmarked. There are no.
That's helpful.
There are no directions marked on the mosaic. It's just sort of that big floral compass rose. In each corner, there are silver dishes, which look like they're on some kind of spindle or something, some kind of thing that you could spin those dishes around, and a table full of ship's lanterns, a handful of them.
Where's the table full of ship's lanterns?
Right next to you at the door. There's one lantern on there because I didn't have.
Is there 4 lanterns or more than 4?
There are 4 lanterns.
Okay.
And it seems like some sort of silver dish of directional situational.
Yeah, there's a small like flat in the like a steel pan, like a pan drum in the bottom that might hold something about that size.
A
lantern?
A lantern. These are like mini lighthouses.
Yeah, kind of similar. Okay. Similar that as you get as the water elemental is closing in on your position.
You in the face.
Hold on, let me figure this out.
Surveying the room.
So and there are it
Give
looks like there's
there's
some kind of inscription on those little pedestals where those silver dishes are, but at this point you cannot tell what they are. You'd have to get a little closer to see them. We rolled initiative last time, so the bad guys are up.
That's what this is for. I beat the initiative, so I set aside a 6-sided die.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
For my
and I think we maybe ran this initiative a little bit wrongly before, but we're going to do it this way. It's fine. Because I think you guys maybe actually tied, so I put you there because you can go at the same time.
Yeah.
And we'll just sort of stick to this as the thing. Anyway, the big elemental is going to reach out. He can reach you, Oren.
Am I technically next to Julius
we'll say
right
you
now?
are. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The water is a little bit difficult to get through, but it is passable. It at least at where you guys are currently standing. It may be deeper on the other end.
Excuse me, I'm an agile explorer.
I'm an agile explorer. You can just walk on the water, Jesus.
I didn't choose yet my combat readiness.
I'm
you
Wizard
did just
Jesus.
say that I was like within attack range of this thing.
But you don't have to choose.
I do have to choose right
Well,
now.
it has a bigger reach than you do.
So can I just see this thing and immediately take the brace action? I mean, it says I can, but I feel like I have some advanced knowledge that
I wrote down I win on this thing. I don't know.
Can I cash that in?
At start of
first turn,
but I think it's your
brace or
I think it's your first turn.
Yeah, I think
at the start
they
of
are
my
going
first turn.
Yeah, I think that it's because it would say at the top of the round, at the start of the first round of combat is what it would say if you got to do that now.
Gotcha.
So it's going to reach out a watery, glowing tendril and bash you across the face, or it's going to
raise my shield.
What does that make your PD currently?
That just reduces damage.
Oh, that's the one that reduces damage. I always get him confused.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a dirty 20 on you.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. Dirty 20 will hit, so he will do 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
4 points.
4 points. Sorry, 4 points of bludgeoning. 3 points of bludgeoning damage. 1 point of cold damage.
So for the 3 points of bludgeoning, I would use my PDR to reduce that by half.
Yep.
So would that go 3 down to 2 or 3 down to 1?
I think we'll round down, so 1.
And then And then with my raised shield.
I love champions. I do.
But I don't block the cold damage.
Yeah, the
No,
cold
you don't
damage is
have
going to go
EDR, loser.
I don't have any EDR. Does
don't?
anybody?
No.
So I gotta take a point of cold damage.
Yep, point of cold damage. It's just cold. You're not like you're able to
You're not
brace
bludgeoned.
the impact.
You're just
and
cold.
fine. So now that is him. The little water elemental is going to swat at. He's going to
This
move
one?
in. Yeah, he's going to move in a little bit to kind of between the three of you there, including Buster Brown, Buford, and
Like that? Like so?
yes, he is going to attempt 2 water tendrils one on Buford and one on Ravi. The one on Ravi is going to
I
miss
wanted-
with
Never mind.
10. Okay. And then he hits Buford with a 24.
Oi.
Yikes.
That's a heavy hit on Buford.
Oh, can I? No, never mind.
This one's not as big, so he doesn't do as much damage. He does 2 points of damage and one.
Where are my
point of
cards? You still haven't cut these out for me yet.
Sorry.
Where's my sheet of cards?
I forgot my intern responsibilities.
First in, or last in, first to do the shitty work.
Yeah.
Great. So Buford takes a little bit of damage there. He's.
Oh, I
okay.
could have done that
Right.
next time.
What was he at before? Go back in my notes. Yep. Okay.
I don't think it would have mattered, but next time.
Buford looks
I have,
okay.
I have heroic parry I could have used, but
He is. I will say he is not bloodied, but he is damaged.
Is he Willy bloody?
Is he
Is he
really
bloodied? Well bloodied. No, he's not. He is above half his hit points. You can assume that. Okay. One and me, and then that one is that. Okay. So he takes 3 points of damage, 1 cold.
You said
2
he
of
does
regular.
look bloodied?
He does not.
Okay.
I mean, it might be. It's a little hard to tell at this point, but he is not officially bloodied. Julius, you're up.
No. Ravi?
Ravi,
no.
did I skip you?
I have
Oh,
not
I
gone
did.
yet.
I did the other. Sorry, Ravi, you're up.
Okie dokie.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
We're here. PeakD&D. This ain't coffee.
What is it?
It's Monster.
I guess it's more. It's probably more important to just put these guys down first before we try to solve puzzle.
I don't know, man. There's no they're standing in pools of water. They might just keep coming.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know.
We don't know.
But they asked us to find.
Also,
Oh,
and
They
wait.
that's-
did.
for
They
them.
did scream like
that was kind of my thought.
hauntingly wail, like "Show us the way."
That was
we
kind of
are
my thought
lost."
too. Is like they might not die unless we solve puzzle.
Shouldn't we help them?
So I guess my thought is I'm going to 1 AP. I'm going to use movement, and I'm going to risk an attack of opportunity unless he doesn't want to take it. I'm going to go investigate. Is that like an action using a skill check? in combat?
I'll say that's a. Yeah, no, that doesn't cost any action points to do that.
Okay. I want to investigate this because you said there's like some inscriptions, maybe some riddle of some sort to like what lantern goes where. I also want to double check to see if Cecil's insignia is anywhere
Ooh,
near
smart.
here. Because we've noticed his insignia in many different places, kind of as breadcrumbs of maybe a hint of how to solve puzzle a little faster. Let me know if you need a roll of some sort.
That to like look around.
I want to investigate this for
more
all
than,
of
like,
those things.
what is this thing? Like to look for secret little hidden messages. That'll take an
yeah.
action point and an investigation point.
Absolutely. That's what I was hoping for. Inspiration die I can use on this too, or is it just an attack and spell check?
Anytime in the combat, it says. So it's. I think it's any roll, but it's definitely attacks and saves. It might just be attacks and saves.
Okay. I will not use it then.
I
All right,
can
investigation.
double check that information.
I can't remember what it can all be used for, but trying to get this information as fast as I can would behoove me. Not great.
What you got? What was it?
So I can't use it. I don't know if you looked it
That's
up
what
or
I'm
not.
sorry. I'm looking at
You're
it.
good.
In your studio. Success. Nope.
Or something about giving yourself advantage
Ding,
on
ding,
the first
ding,
something
ding,
or
ding.
other?
If you have a critical success, you get advantage on it.
Oh, okay.
But you can use 1 check or save.
I'm gonna use. Yeah, I'm gonna use it. Great. 15.
15. Let's see. That is actually enough.
That's gone now.
So yeah. So you notice on this thing, you kind of get a pretty good feel of it. This is definitely a sort of a pseudo magical device. It is.
Sure.
It is. There's a practical element to it, but there is some magic as well. The silver dish seems to be magical. It does look like there is a small flat space, like a recess that would fit like one of those ship's lanterns in there. And you see engraved on the base of this a large letter W on the sort of base of this silver dish plinth. You see it. There is a little insignia on the side of it, sort of around the back of the side, the back of the plinth that has the insignia of Cecil. And it has a little a dial. It's almost like a little very quick cross diagram of that room, and it has circled in it the sort of that end of the room as you're looking towards. Yeah, but near the large water elemental. Yeah, that
corner.
Yeah, that one is. So it's like as you are looking at it. So if this one says W, it is pointed at that end of the room, to as if to say that is the. So it's like, let me show you what it's like.
Come on, Ravi. What does it say?
I don't know. It's just
Maybe
chicken scratch. I'm trying to parse it out.
Yes.
I'm upside down, trying to look at it.
So it's like it shows you the room, shows you what the mosaic, a very brief version of it, and it's got the bottom part of it circled, which is sort of like it has a little X where you are, and then that's where it's pointed. As if he is saying,
Point the light there.
point it at this point on the compass, that end of the.
Oh. You got there in the end, Ravi.
You don't know any of this.
He is indicating west. Is what he's indicating.
Indicate north.
You could have done the
Indicate north.
best thing.
Otherwise,
just
this is a
then.
drawing. Yeah. So he's like, you're here. This plinth, point it at the bottom end of that room. That is west.
Word. All right.
Because now you do not have to roll to know which direction is west or north or whatever. You now have a reference point thanks to
I guess technically it's difficult terrain to move through spaces, right? Of your okay.
To move through
Dude,
Yeah,
if
that's
you-
called.
an opponent. I don't know if you can.
If you stay there, I can pass out lanterns with my mind on my turn.
Oh, I suppose that's true.
And
Okay.
you can move through terrain, crazy terrain. And there's an action called pass through.
Okay.
I don't know what we'd have to look up the mechanics of it, but there is an action called pass
Guys,
through.
I think Cecil gave us some hints on how this room works too. Julia, send me the lanterns. I don't know if they're going to be different or not though. Look for one with a W possibly.
I mean, because you have other action points that are just going to go.
Yeah, so I can use
waste.
them to attack possibly.
Oh, yeah.
Or I can move over here and see what this one says.
Yeah.
I could do any number of those things. I just don't know how problematic these things are going to be if we
It's
need
just
to put them
cold
down.
water. It doesn't even hurt.
All right, fine.
It's good. It's for anti-inflammation.
So that's an action point and a roll to move through somebody's square.
Okay.
It's a pass.
So it's not just difficult
Yeah,
terrain.
it's 1 AP, and you have to make a contested check against.
It's a little dance.
Yeah, you're the smart one. Yeah, go check out.
You can move through it as if it was. If on a success, you move through it like difficult terrain.
Am I one space away from this one?
And if you fail, I guess you don't. It doesn't specifically say that, but I assume that that's what it is.
Am I one space away from this one?
You are.
All right. So I finished my one movement. I guess I'll use another action point if possible to do another investigation check on this one
Okay.
to look for the same things.
Sounds good.
11.
11. You are only able to discern that on this one is the letter N engraved
Okay.
at the bottom of it.
So I know. I know the answer.
Yes.
That way? Possibly?
Yeah, so it would be that direction.
This one? Oh, that one.
Would be north.
Unless you're looking at it
west.
weird, I guess.
West, north.
Yeah.
West, north.
That's west.
West,
That's what I said, north.
north.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I have one more AP. I'm going to.
I have to do it like this, like I'm looking at the roof.
I'm going to shoot a lightning bolt at
Because I did it backwards on my head. That's why I was looking down on it.
We haven't attacked one of them. I will shoot a lightning bolt at this one.
All right.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Fantastic. Critical hit. So that's plus 2 damage.
So that is a 26 to hit.
26, that is a brutal hit on that guy.
So
additional plus 2, so that's plus 4.
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage on that.
And Julius, and
Yeah, I wondered about that as we're all standing in the water.
I don't know. Lightning only affects metal, apparently, according to the rules. So
All right. Good thing we're not
it
standing
says
on metal.
nothing about water.
There's, yeah, we're going to say
Otherwise,
it's
I would just returning
localized
shock.
lightning ball in the water that doesn't conduct electricity.
Cool.
Lightning is magic. It's not electricity. Everyone knows that.
That's fair.
we haven't
can see
invented
that.
electricity yet, so
Yeah.
it can't be
Yeah.
that.
It doesn't follow the same rules as like actual electricity. It's magic
Right.
lightning. It just does different things. That's how I'm justifying it. Don't at me.
But metal still conducts it, so whatever.
Yes.
That's my
Of
turn.
course. It's how you channel the magic is through metal. Everyone knows water's not metal, Tony. All right. Great. We're very excited about this. That was a little guy.
That was the
Yes,
child.
because-
that was the child. Yeah.
He says, "Baby, no, my poor baby." That's hilarious. 6 points of damage. That thing is definitely watery, well watered, watered, bloodied.
Misty,
Yep.
Steamy.
drippy.
Little moist, little drippy.
Ugh.
Sorry, trigger warning. All right.
After the fact.
Now, Julius is up.
Okay, that's where the light is.
Yep.
Yes.
Sorry, there's 4 of them.
The lantern's just inside the door.
I just don't know if they're different at all.
So I am going to use 1 AP to reach out with my mind and grab a lantern with telekinesis.
All right. Well, which one would you like to grab?
Just grab one, man. Once I get it, I'll figure it out.
The third one.
The third one. All right. You bring it to yourself? Yes.
How far can you move it?
I believe 5 spaces.
Okay.
With one.
AP.
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish. You could set it right on the pew,
Yeah. I like that. And I will.
assuming that's there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
and
was
I
like a
will-
little temple, like a little worship.
set it on the pew.
All right. Make me an awareness check as it sort of floats by your head.
Oh, shit.
9.
It has a it has a letter engraved on the bottom of it, and it says S, and you see it as it goes by.
Sure.
Shit, this is the S. This is the S lantern.
Okay. Just set it down.
And then I guess with I will take an AP to move to the table.
Yes.
And then I will have, thank you. And then I will investigate the other 3 lanterns.
Yes, they all seem to have various letters on them. There is an N, there's a W, and
a
there
Z
is
for some
an
reason.
E. Yeah, an E. I thought you said Zeast.
So I'm going to grab the W.
Zesty.
one.
All right.
Is that free or does that take an AP?
That's free. You can do that.
Grabbing one is
you're
free.
right.
You still have movement left with your
I
movement
do,
action.
yeah. I still have 4. I should
Yep.
be able to get to there. And then I'm going to use...
Yeah, W's over there, the first one.
Cool. Which one? What do you got over there?
North, N.
Then I would like to use an AP to pick up the N. And then, yeah, basically like move to here and set the N down where it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then use the last of my AP to get to there
Cool.
with the W.
So N sitting right here.
Yeah,
You set it down.
on the pew next to you.
This is the south one that you.
It is, and then I'm going to send you the right one,
Okay.
the correct one,
Gotcha.
Sick.
Cool.
and that was my turn.
So north and south are there. You're holding west, and east is still on the table. Delightful. All right. And
Sorry, Big Buford. We just kind of
Buford
left
is
you.
up. He says, "Don't worry, I got this."
Kind of figured.
And he is going to. What can he do against this thing? Not a whole lot. I mean, he's a good.
Water's your thing. Water's kind of your thing.
Yeah, they're
Swim up
normally
all in
I don't
it.
like
Swim up all
snap-
in it.
Swim up all in it. Go and do that. All right. Yeah, he's just trying to like contain this water. He's doing something. I don't know what he's trying to do. He's not going to entangle it.
I cast
That would-
Tupperware.
I cast plastic bag. Yeah, water don't like. He shoots a firebolt at this dude. I don't know why I rolled 2 dice. We'll take the lower. And he still hits. Way to go, buddy. Hits him with a 16, which is what he needs. And that is 2 points. Let's see. That's 3 points of fire damage to that guy.
We just took
It definitely
9
does not
points.
look great anymore.
Willy bloodied.
It is.
Really wet.
It's not quite really bloodied.
Would have been fine.
Somebody came upstairs.
One of the Vortorum.
Yep.
Sit.
Join us.
Sit on this chair of paper
Yes.
that I need to clean up.
Great. So yeah, that guy is well bloodied now, and looks a little more watery and less coherent as a pseudopod emitting bundle of water. Way to go, Buford. Do you? Well, he can help you with the lanterns if you want him to.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I think we're good.
Okay. Great.
I mean, if you get the last one, I have 2. Julius is already there.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So Oren, you're up.
Yeah, but the last one has to go through him.
We don't know.
One of them will.
East or
Yeah.
south, we don't know which one's which.
I mean, I'm guessing. I'm thinking this is south.
Well, grab a lantern.
South is
and-
over by you. Throw it to me. I command you.
I don't think
Yeah,
that's how that
I
works.
will. But it's not my turn.
No, but could I command him to attack me with the south lantern?
I think he has to be willing.
Please make them breakable.
Yeah, please make them breakable.
I
About the same.
don't know. Sure.
Okay.
Command? What do you commanders call? Attack.
It is
Dodge or
attack,
move.
dodge, or move. I would.
The creature makes an attack with advantage. They can't spend any resources on this attack, such as AP, SP, or MP.
We don't have to.
Do I do it immediately
I mean, we would.
Shit.
with advantage?
Yes. Yes. Do it.
Hope you can catch.
Hold on. 1, 2,
He just raises his shield.
hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're good. I think we are good.
I love it. Do it. Make an attack with advantage.
19.
19. All I don't know. Does that hit you?
It does hit you.
It does hit me.
All right. Great. You're hit with a lantern.
Can I grapple it?
No.
Can I catch it?
You're hit with a lantern.
Can I try to catch
for a
it?
point of damage. No, it's an attack. He's throwing it at you.
Oh, damn it.
Are you not a fucking monk?
I have my shield and my sword. I'm like, I can't catch the thing.
Yep.
What did you expect, man?
High or low?
Hi.
Oh, great.
Yeah, baby. The lantern
Explodes.
hits you in the chest, or hits you in the face, does a point of
Oh.
damage.
Is that but my PDR? Does that negate it?
God damn.
It's only one. I don't think you can get half of one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's still a
True.
minimum of one, I guess. You can't take half a point of damage.
Too hard, Ravi.
And then it
You told me
it
to.
falls to the ground. Luckily, it seems to be magically enchanted and does not shatter. There you go. It's at your feet.
I was kind of hoping it would shatter.
For sure.
Is this south?
Well,
Yes.
you'd be stuck in this room for a long time. If you didn't have
I'm
four
going
legs.
to pick up
But
the
we would
lantern.
deserve it.
I almost you would-
Because
you would deserve
consequences are real.
it. Consequences are real. These are magical lanterns. So
You never played catch with your dad? Oh.
Clearly, you haven't.
You saw him play catch with his dad.
I saw you play catch with.
You didn't
Yeah.
say throw it to me. You said hit me with it.
I was like,
That's
all
what
right,
happened.
I feel compelled to.
You know what? You're right.
The spirit of Votor compels me.
I'm going to use my combat readiness.
Inara was definitely playing a part in that.
I gain a move action, an advantage on my next physical check.
Noah, Ben,
I
just
wish
take
I
the
c-
training wheels off. Just take them off.
So now I'm here.
Well, then you just have to beat down a bunch of elementals.
First thing I'm
Forever
going to do,
and ever
actually,
and ever.
I'm going to bond with Big Buford.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to come over here. Because of my combat readiness, I don't spend a move action. And I'm going to put the South Lantern into this
check
thing.
it
I'll look.
first.
Well, I'm gonna look around.
Might explode or something.
Okay, make
That probably also costs
an investigation point. Do you have any action points left?
I have action points.
Okay. Look around. This one does say, in fact, say S on it, on the plinth.
Yes. And I'm gonna put it in. First one in is for me. I went last.
Awesome.
Can I face
you
it?
have an unlit lantern in a silver dish.
Can I face it? Unlit. Are they not lit?
They're not on. No.
Don't you
They
carry
just got
torches?
thrown across the room.
I'm going to grant Ravi.
Wait, you want me to throw another one?
Well, now I want you to shoot some fire at it. How do you like? Does it look like they're
I
fire
don't do
lanterns?
that.
Yes, there is a wick inside and a little it's a candle. It's like a
Buford.
little candle in there.
Buford, come here and light this, or shoot some fire at it. Can you shoot small fire?
I actually firebolt.
Okay. I'm gonna give you the help action on Buford's next turn to
Oh.
shoot that.
All right.
I just want just hold it up in front of your face. Just
Fantastic.
And that's my turn.
Cool.
I don't think I rolled anything.
no, you just made me throw something at you.
It worked.
Fantastic. All right. The bad guys are up again. Let's see. This one is going to move.
Which one?
The big boy is going to move towards Orin as he is the closest. He can get up all up on it, and he's going to try to engulf you. So you need to make a might save.
Is that parryable?
I don't think so.
I do have advantage on my next physical check.
Well, there you go.
Nice.
That's from combat readiness
Is that
too.
a check or a save? Does it say check or save?
On my next, probably says check. On my next check. So this is a save. So
This
that
is a
wouldn't
save.
count. Okay. Is this D8 die? Hold on. Does this D8 die help me? Yes, when you were attacked. Okay. All right.
Yeah, this is technically an attack. So
You can subtract that.
I don't think it's parryable. I don't think
Okay,
it
a
is.
might save.
I wouldn't think so.
Nope. That's an 8.
8. All right. So versus a 22.
First.
It just kind of engulfs you in it. You are now sharing one of its 4 spaces, and you are held, which is not called that. You are hindered and grappled, which
Okay.
is yes, hindered and grappled. So you attacks. You have disadvantage on attacks, and your speed is 0. Nice. I love it.
But I don't take any damage.
You don't take any.
How long can you
damage.
hold
Okay.
breath for?
That's a good question. That's
It's equal to your might. Minutes equal to your might. I read that today.
Ah, yes. Great. It is.
So is that
minutes.
3 rounds?
I think it said
3
minutes.
Oh, 3
So
minutes.
That's actually 15 rounds. So you can hold your breath unless you start drowning, I guess. I don't know. All right, he's going to try to hit. He's going to move between Julius and Buford and try to hit each of you.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
I'm going to stop rolling that dice. There, it's more like it. There's a natural 1 on Julius.
I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on
How
Buford.
does it?
on Buford.
Is it a reaction?
Come on, guys. Just want to help.
By cheating.
I
Shield of
want
Faith.
to do that. I didn't say I was going to do that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I think it's going to miss Buford with a 13. We'll miss him. Barely. And a natural 1. So this water elemental has now exposed itself to you by rolling that natural 1. So it is until the start of its next turn. It is exposed. So everybody gets to go. Ravi, you're up.
Does it take an action point to pick up and put in? It will probably to move, but does it take an extra one to pick up the lantern and put
To
it in?
pick it up, no. It does cost an action. If you want to light it, it will take an action.
Sure.
Like open the door, pull out your flint and steel, or whatever. Cast a little magic.
Just a little magic.
Just a little magic. I assume.
I think
like,
it's- I think it's
prestidigitation is still.
It's not, but we can pretend, right?
Yeah. I think like.
So I think
small
I'll do.
feats
I'll
of
think I'll do what I
magic.
have done in the past with
Produce
various
flame.
different things. Is I can do lightning orb. Like lightning bolt can become a lightning orb. Crackling lightning appears between my hands.
Yep.
So I'm gonna try to do that and like light it with lightning.
Sparker.
Yeah.
Little sparkler.
So I'll pick it up and just kind of I'll open whatever door.
Yeah, I'll say you can do that for sure. Yeah, you're able to like put a little crackling between your fingers and put the wick right there, and
Yeah.
it lights up. And it starts glowing with the flame. Kind of turns that like pale green color a little bit, and
so-
starts emanating.
so
and in the middle of the
west,
silver dish, it starts sort of the
north.
beam of light sort of concentrates and points the direction of this, which is at this point we'll just say it's straight up.
All right.
yeah.
So this one's on here now and lit. That took an action point. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We need to point it in and orient it.
I will attempt to orient it now to what I believe. If this is west.
I'll say you can do. You
That's-
can light it and move it as like one action point. So it's just,
Okay. So yeah, I would like to see how this thing maneuvers and orient it to the north.
Okay. You point this beam of light at the west end of the room to the where the big W would be on a compass rose.
He's on the end, but yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
on the end.
On the north end of the room, which is that one, by the door you came in.
Yeah.
Yes. And that one, you see it sort of, it hits this, and it's sort of like magical rune engravings you didn't see in the ceiling start glowing that same kind of green color. A big N shows up, and those lines on the compass rose start glowing with the same green light as it sort of is illuminating a quarter of this mural on the ceiling.
Guys, I think it's working.
Yes. And you see that the elementals sort of look up their weird pseudopod heads. They sort of like, they swell a little bit, and they start to sort of they take notice, I guess, is about all that they can really figure out that they do. And they start to, they're not as violent with the flailing and the watery graveness.
With the flailing and the watering.
With the flailing and the watering. And the popsicle jello.
Frog
All right, is that right? That's Ravi. That's your
What did
turn.
you say?
How many? Do you have any AP?
Sorry,
Oh,
that's
yes, I
north.
do.
That is-
Sorry.
that is the north one.
Go. If you can position yourself.
Just at here. Just
Correct.
go
Yeah,
here. Okay.
Now that Oren has played his part of distraction expertly.
Perfect.
I don't know do you have info on Mage Hand? I don't know if I have it on here.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I have the, I don't know if you can read it.
I'm trying to see if
My
I have it.
umbral grasp glove.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn it.
1, 2,
Beautiful.
Well, actually,
That's
okay, so I can move here with my first move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can move here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to cast Mage Hand.
Spend 1 AP while the spell is active. You can control the hand.
I will cast it by the lantern that's still on the table.
Yep, range 5
I'm
spaces.
assuming the lanterns are
can-
less than 10 pounds.
Yep. You can move it up to 5 spaces.
And I will move it to me, but the movement is another AP, yes?
You control it. So just 1 AP to control it, 1 AP to cast it, 1 AP to control it.
Yeah.
All right,
Correct.
so I
Correct.
will...
What you said was correct.
Okay. We got another one. So I will, with the Mage Hand, it'll be... And I'll catch it. And I'm out of AP, so I will light it and put it in its place next time.
Next turn. All right. That was Ravi's turn, and Julius is up.
1 AP, 2 light, and deposit.
All right. You are on the west one, the W.
Correct.
Yes, and which would be the side of the room that Oren is on. Against that wall is the point on that compass. And you point it, same thing happens. It sort of lights up with that green light again, and now half of the room is
Nice.
illuminated. The W shows up on the
Nice.
ceiling, along with some other, intricate iconography and glowing runes, all associated with the sea and Jastian and navigating in general.
Low key, this place is sick.
Low-key,
Sweet.
was dope.
And the lantern that hit Oren in the face, is it on the ground now?
No, he
No,
put it. It's in there. It's just
in
not
there.
lit. He just threw it in there.
Yeah,
And I yelled. You heard me yell to Buford.
Buford to light it.
To shoot fire at it, but
It's not his turn yet, but-
Okay.
he's up next.
I also don't know how depressed it is inside.
It's
he
a little
would-
depressed, but
So he
most days
might
it
not be
does.
able to see it and have the precision to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to come up
will
with a
put me to
graphic
like
for
the
this mosaic.
yeah, to like one of the upturned pew essentially.
Okay.
With 1 AP.
Yeah, I think you're right here.
And then with a second AP. So I have 2 more left, so I'm just gonna move.
Well, I think it was 1 to light and whatever, and 1 to move. Yep.
Yeah.
You're good.
So then I'm gonna use 1 to move and light and point this one.
Mm-hmm. So that is the south
East.
one.
South.
Oh no!
Oh, he's hanging on by a pommel.
It's getting dicey down there.
Oh Lord,
I can't see,
Not a lot of room
sorry.
in this
Yeah,
corner.
you're cool, man. You're doing good.
You're
Oh,
doing
it's
great.
because I tried to put you on.
You're doing great. You're doing good.
Jesus Christ.
It's fine. I can just lay down there. Yep, that's great. Nope, we're fine. Yep, great. Okay.
It's great. It's perfect.
Oren's taking a
Oren's
nap.
got the upper hand now.
Yeah, and I will light
Perfect.
and orient
Yes, pointing it towards the south end of the room, which is
towards Tony.
that over there on Tony's side of the room.
Yeah. Oh,
you-
jeez.
Same thing happens. It seems to light up. This time, the ripples within the elementals smooths out quite a bit, and they seem to be a little bit more
Like calm.
docile. Yeah, calming down. I guess in that case, Oren, you can make a free grapple check to try to break this grapple before your next turn.
okay.
You don't even have to spend an action point on it. You just make me I think it's a might check. Is that right?
Is it check?
I think it's a contested check that he will. Hold on. Grapple.
Or it might be just an athletics to get out. I don't know.
Yep. Grappled. Escape grappled. 1 AP, make a martial check contested by the grapplers.
And I'll use
Athletics
Martial check.
Yep. I'll say he has like disadvantage.
And I have advantage.
And that is a very good idea.
19.
19 total.
Yeah.
He somehow manages to still hold on to you in the water. He rolled a natural 20, but I gave him disadvantage and he rolled a 17.
No, that's okay. I
Dang.
feel
That's a
good.
21.
It's like being in the
Yeah,
womb
so
again.
you're still grappled, but you're not
deprivation.
like being bombarded by water. It's a little more still. It's like a hot tub at this point.
Well, they did cold damage.
Except it is cold, yeah,
So I
it
think
is.
it's a cold tub.
It is cold. Yeah, you would take some cold damage the longer you're in here, but it's not their turn.
Just leave.
Allies
just
are
leave
up.
them in here.
Buford says, well, looks like you already lined that up. I was going to get out the way.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just going to stand in the center of the room.
Stay safe.
Get away
man.
from this guy. They don't seem to be attacking you as you like leave their presence. They're not really taking opportunity attacks. And this one is now just kind of chilling.
Word.
Excuse you. Jesus Christ.
Flaming
Apologies.
Chucks of Votor.
He was on silent when it went to my computer. So I'm just gonna mute that motherfucker. Cool. Then Buford is standing in the middle of the room. He is going to. Is anybody hurt badly?
He is probably hurt the worst.
He gonna rub himself a little bit. He's gonna heal himself. For 4 points is how much he heals for? Yeah, 4 points.
I don't know, unless he's doomed.
Doomed.
Oh,
He is
he's
not.
really bloodied.
He is not doomed. 4 up.
Really bloodied.
All right. Cool. Then, Oren, you're grappled still. You can try to make a grapple check to get out, or you can. You have disadvantage on the attacks you do from in there.
I am going to.
You just cannot move. Is the current situation.
Yeah, maybe I'll just try and get out.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to break the grapple.
Yep.
Martial
check.
What does this D8 help me with? Nothing
Check.
here.
I mean, you can also use AP to continuously give yourself
I think so, yeah.
advantage,
You can.
I
yeah.
believe.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll give myself advantage. Can I give myself double advantage?
Yeah.
I think it's 2 more than. Like for each other advantage, you have to spend like
okay.
1 extra.
Okay. I'm just trying to get out.
Kind of like attacks.
18. What is it like? Might. 21.
Mhm.
I guess opposed.
21. That is enough. You break out. You are no longer grappled.
Do I get to choose where I come out?
Sure.
I'll come out next to Julius.
Plop.
Did Buford light it?
Sure did.
Yeah. You're spitting up water.
I spit it
All
up
right,
on
is that
Julius.
all of? No, there's one more left, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
One yet in the corner. Cool. That is Oren. Oren, you do anything? You spent all your action points. That's your.
No,
your
I
turn.
have more. I don't really care.
Okay.
I pass.
Soggy and
Dry heaving.
out of breath, you jump out of the water elemental. Back to the top of the round, he is up. The biggin is up, and
The bigot? What?
the biggin, the big one, and he is going to attempt to. Make a mental save. He does. All right. He is not going to try to extinguish the lights. He is going to try
He does
to
ultimately-
swat at Oren.
Want to get out of here.
Does a
Raise shield.
15 hit you?
No.
No. Great. He misses you with his attack. Great. That's
Splish,
all
splash,
that guy
I'm
does. The
taking a
little
bath.
guy is going to. He sinks down into the pool and disappears for a moment. You do not see him. And next person, Ravi, you're up.
Light, move, and deposit.
Doop, 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 doop. Excellent. Great. And you point it at the remaining point on the compass.
I do.
To the east wall, and you see the full compass rose lights up, and the central circle in the compass rose where all the points are radiating from recedes into the ceiling, and a bunch of water drains out. Not a like an excessive amount, but enough to be like, oh, that's geez. And then you see a larger green glowing lantern sort of float down from the ceiling and land
That seems important.
in the center of the room, and Buford is there, and he kind of grabs it. It's glowing with like that same kind of green light. This seems a little bit stronger and a little bit more focused. This one radiates a lot more magic than the other things in the room have.
Sure.
You can just tell, like, oh, that's probably important. He goes, oh, the Lantern of Jastia. We got it. Let's go. And as the compass lights up the whole room and this descends in there, the light sort of dissipates in the element, the remaining elemental sort of drifts back into the water, and the flooded areas of the room are still and calm. You have guided these lost souls back to wherever they may have come from. All right, 2 rooms down, 2 relics have. As a reminder, you have the anchor necklace pendant.
Yep.
And you have this lantern, both of which glow similar to several items you've seen before, just with a different color, like necklaces and sword hilts and things like that.
Just like an aura, except he's green.
Yep.
That's Jastian.
He's sea green.
Did that yet, you know?
We know Jastian isn't your dad.
We don't know that?
We do.
Are you sure?
Buford, are you
Did
a
you-
Fortorum?
What color's your dice?
Oh, it's red and black. So yeah, it's probably not Jastian.
Are you a Vortorum?
No, I am not a chosen one. That ain't Buford lot in life.
Okay. Because we have other, we have some other gods covered, and maybe we
Y'all a
want-
Votorum?
No, not necessarily. We're just looking for them.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know of any of them?
No, that'd probably be Cecil know that. A
Yeah.
little bit more. He keep a lookout for them. That's his whole. That's why he gonna live forever. Because he got to wait. He got to wait till they find him.
He's probably off looking for them.
Yeah. We should probably keep going on this.
Good call, Buford. I will go to the door.
Yeah.
I will leave
All right.
this room and.
Yes, you are back in the main corridor of this sunken temple. There is a large door off to your that direction. Your left, your right.
East.
I'll get it one day. To the west.
To
I thought you said west.
I thought
Yeah.
you said Weast.
And there are some more, like the big symbol of Jastian is etched into this door.
Which is like a sailboat.
Yeah, it's like a double-masted ship. It's like a two-sail. Yeah,
But like from the front.
yeah. It's like a single mast with 2 like
Yeah.
sails on it.
All right.
I'll go knocking on that door.
It does seem to be locked.
Knock, knock, knocking on Jastian's
Buford,
door.
you got the key?
Ain't got no key, but
You
probably
just-
some way to open this door.
You just like hold up the lantern or something?
If you hold up the lantern, you see those same kind of runes in the ceiling start to sort of glow on the door, like outside. The symbol is like carved in, like called out with metal work and various things. And then like this secondary pattern emerges as in the green light emanating from this lantern. And
Cool.
it looks like there is a keyhole that you didn't quite see before. And it's a little larger than like your standard keyhole. And it it appears in the center of the door, like where the keyhole probably would be, a little higher than like normal door height. This door is a little oversized. And the anchor amulet starts to glow.
I was gonna say, let's see if the anchor fits.
Yeah. So you stick in the anchor like a key, like with the tail end of it, I guess, not the hooked end.
Sure.
Sort of. And it does seem to fit right in there. And you feel like the runes sort of like pulse for a second with green magical energy, and then you hear a couple of things go, and then the door unlocks. You have deactivated any magical traps that were in said door.
That's good.
Great. And you are able to traverse into this hallway.
Are there more traps we should be worried about here, Buford?
Oh, yeah, probably.
You know about them?
Well, there was definitely some things in the main corridor that I swam over them.
Yeah, I felt them.
You were working on them.
But what if the lantern just showed us a bunch of stuff on this door. What if we shone the lantern inside
Down the hallway?
down the hallway first?
A good idea.
Just see if anything
Yeah. So
reveals itself.
Yeah. So you, as you point the lantern down the corridor, you see a couple of things on the wall start sort of like glowing. It looks like almost like, arrow slits or something in the wall that have some kind of recess in the wall. You couldn't quite see it. It was pretty dark in there. And then there's a couple of panels on the floor that sort of start glowing around their perimeter in this stonework that you see. It's sort of like there's various sea monsters and things depicted on the floor and on the walls, and the ceilings are about 10 feet tall, and a couple of things in the ceiling also sort of light up as you go. You think following the lantern, if you avoid those things on the floor and go under the arrow slits and things like that, you could probably successfully navigate this without triggering any of the traps. But does seem like there are several traps meant to.
Or we can mage hands these stack of books onto those triggers too.
I mean,
Yeah,
I think the
could do
lanterns are giving us enough information that we
Sure.
can just gingerly move carefully move through the hallway.
Catherine Zeta-Jones style.
Correct.
Okay. Cool. Yep. So we'll for the sake of brevity, yes, you can all successfully avoid there are 4 traps in this room. 2 on the wall, 2 on the floor, 1 on the walls, 1 on the ceiling. And you just sort of skirt your way around. Skirt, skirt. You come to a nice T in this hallway, and it seems to lead left and right, and there are 2 sets of doors.
I mean, we got to go to both eventually. So does it matter which one?
I mean, I feel like you've got the lantern and you're in the lead, so whatever you pick, man.
This one.
All right. Make me an awareness check.
To the south.
Yes.
17.
Now that we have some cardinal directions, we know where we're going. 17. You see a little signature on the corner of that wall as you're going like to the south.
On this
again,
corner?
another Cecil rune, and it says.
Yeah, I'll definitely take a look at it.
Yeah. It says.
Oh, what's this?
First.
As in the one we're going to?
Yeah, like go here first.
So I chose correctly?
You did choose correctly.
Sweet. I'm not going to say anything.
I'm just gonna go like I knew what I was doing. Great. Okay.
Let's give myself a little mental pat on the back.
Yep.
You're doing it, Ravi.
All right. And
Cecil's
this
Hobo
one
Sigils.
also seems to have a keyhole in it. As you put the lantern up, it shows up, and you can use the anchor to open this door as well.
Seems like that's the thing that's happening.
Cool. All right, and you open this door, and this looks like an old library of sorts. There are some old wooden shelves made of heavy, oak, various other things. There's not a lot of flooding in this room, so most of the books are pretty well preserved. It does look a bit disheveled. There are books on the floor. There are a couple of overturned tables, various other things. It does not quite ransacked, just out of touch, out in disuse, I should say. Great.
Oh, whoops.
And in the center of the room, there is a large, in the corner of the room, there is a large plinth with 5 recesses around it and a large glowing green crystal sort of stuck on this plinth.
If that's not a godstone, I'm not sure what is.
Yeah.
Yes. So there look like there are about sort of 5
book-sized
pentagonal. They're 5-sided, and they are like little recesses, like little about yay big.
I love the
There
recess.
are some books and various other things in the room. They're not quite book-sized. No, they are like 2-dimensional. Like they're like shaped like a
plate.
a pentagon. Yeah, like a plate, like some kind of. Yeah. So you'd have to look through to find something. Nothing immediately pops out like that's that size, but you haven't really looked.
But you want this? This is a relic? This is a godstone.
Yeah, that's a very important part of this ritual.
Yeah, this one's huge also, by the way.
Yeah, I mean it's like pretty big.
Yeah.
It's like football size.
Well, compared to like the necklace, like
Yeah, the necklace like a
pebbles
sliver.
I have
Like,
on
it's
my
like
we
a
have
big
seen,
ass
yeah.
piece of.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does seem to be like fused into this plinth. So it does, and then it's surrounded by those 5 little plate recesses.
I mean, first thing I'll do is I'll take the lantern around the room.
Okay. As you shine it on some of the bookshelves, some of the books kind of start like they're all ancient tomes and recollections, more navigational charts, things like that. A couple of them do kind of stand out to you as like, oh, this is that one's glowing a little bit more, but it almost looks like the same sort of light that was illuminating the traps, but there's something definitely like behind that.
Yeah, I mean
that book.
Go ahead.
I'll just point them out. As I go around the library, I'll just point them out. Like, here's one. Careful, it might be trapped, but there's something here. But just careful, just pulling out books. I don't know what's going to happen. So I'll just point them out to everyone.
As you make your way around the room, it seems like there are about 5 of them that are glowing with that. There are exactly 5 of them.
Yeah.
You don't say.
Glowing with that.
Well, he's a treasure hunter. I'm like, maybe there's like stuff hidden in books. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine
these are
so.
Fake books.
I will I'll put the lantern down and gently take one of the ones that are glowing.
Okay. You take it down. It's like a big tome, and it's like latched, and it's got like a lock on it.
Where's the anchor?
It seems like to be 5 of the same. It's a smaller keyhole, and it says something in a dial. I guess you could read it. It's in a language in a dialect you can't read. It looks like Common, but it's like a certain dialect of Common that you can't quite discern.
Is it like a human dialect?
Buford, do you know how to read? Do you know what this says?
That's Castello.
Oh.
Yeah.
Forget it.
It says Jastian is a charismatic fella.
That's it?
That's what I say.
It's a whole book for that?
Yeah.
Do they all say the same thing?
Like all 5 of the books? If we take out the other ones?
They all say different thing. This one say Jastian, charismatic fella. This one say Jastian, find the way. This one say hoist the mainsail. This one say this one say go on a trip. And this one say, this one unlocked. He opens it up.
But what does it
inside
say?
there is It don't say nothing.
Oh.
It don't say nothing. It's unlocked.
Okay.
And he opens it up, and it's like hollowed out on the inside, and
Yep.
there is a jade kind of stone carved pentagonal template. It says balance.
Well, how do you suggest we open the rest of these?
You have to be charismatic.
Yeah. I'd guess you just ask it nicely. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
Be
awfully
charismatic.
Yeah, I'm awfully charismatic. I'm just gonna hold it up in front of me and like look at it and be like, just making like
Give him-
swarthy pirate face.
give him
be
the
like,
smolder.
Yeah, just be like, come on, you know,
You give it the mute, you're like-
you wanna.
Open yourself to me.
Yeah,
you at
yeah.
it?
I'm gonna put it on the thick like I did to Stogie down in the Underdark,
baby.
and just be like, come on, Jastian's the most charismatic. Baby,
Make
you know
me-
you want to.
Oh my gosh.
Make me a
Julius,
just a
read in
straight
your
up
own-
charisma
read in your
check.
bedroom.
I
Jeez.
could call it an influence check. Yeah, influence
Yeah.
the book.
Yeah, 11.
11. That is enough. You sort of stroke your chin, you know,
Give a good rake through the hair.
and yep,
Is that
and
really gonna work?
you hear a little
Oh.
click.
It did work. Nice. All right. Well done,
Yep.
sir.
You open this one up, and it says fate.
All
Is
of
it
the
purple?
powers.
No, it's the same
Same
kind of
jade.
jade. Yeah, like these are pieces of Jastian specific lore.
Go put it in. Do the pedestals say anything?
They do have corresponding symbols.
Go put those
for
two
fate
in the right
creations.
ones.
Yeah. At this point, you guys are familiar enough with the
With the
old
thing.
writings, the runes of the five forces, and in the old ways.
All right. So what's
you now know?
what does the other one say?
Well, go on a trip. I'm on an amazing trip, and can I pull that book up? And I'm just gonna start telling it like, you know, we've been on 5 different ships. One of them was an airship. We could have gambled in Gold Point, but we didn't have time, and we left. We went through a portal. We broke time. We battled the Shadow King. We battled the Time Dragon. We've been to Moonstone. We could have gone on a huge hike across the 3 continents, but we didn't have any time for that. And so I'm just going to recount the whole tale.
The second you grab it as a non-Jastian resident, you hear it go, and it unlocks as soon as you start. As soon
I
as you
keep
touch
telling it all the whole
it.
thing.
You have traveled
Dude,
to get
it's
here,
it's
so
done.
you,
It's got it. It's done.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
You open it up.
You're gonna leave him on red, man?
Yep. You open this one up, and it says knowledge on it, and then another jade sort
Makes
of
sense.
template in there.
Well, you didn't even have to smooth talk that last one, I don't think either.
Let's see you open it.
With another one?
No, I'm gonna close the charisma one
And
Be
lock it.
Yeah. Go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead, buddy.
Okay.
make
Hey,
make
hey.
your
You
charisma.
just like smile at it.
Hey, I don't know how to read, but you could teach me.
Make a influence check.
It doesn't just immediately open as a non-ja.
No,
A charisma check?
the travel one did. Yeah,
Come on, one. Oh, damn it.
12.
12's enough. Yeah, it opens when you sort of look at it, right?
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
So what's
The other one said hoist the mainsail.
I'm not doing that.
In
Wow,
public?
we've all look. We
Hoist.
survived. Like I'll just go say it. Like we survived. I will tell them about the harrowing trip on the Abyssal Sea that we survived.
Did
and
that
like
book not hear what
the
I
horror.
said?
So this one is like tied with a rope around it.
Oh god, yeah, god. So we have to like use some sort of sailing checks and whatnot. Well,
we don't
And there's
sail.
there's
we just
two,
ride
there's
on
like two
boats.
tassels on this rope that are like loosely tied, but you can't quite
yeah,
get it completely unwrapped.
Got you because we are not sailors, or because we don't
Well,
know?
you haven't tried, but so
That's
so
a- That's fair. Well,
this
that's
does seem to be like a tome of
Sailing.
like sailing knots.
Yeah, it's-
and
it's
things
a-
like
it's
that.
the
There's a
knot book.
couple of
I'll attempt to
diagrams.
untie the knot.
Okay.
The smartest among us.
Is this
This would be a sailing check, like if you have that as a trade.
Nope.
Or yeah. So it
We
would
honestly
be
should have gotten a point
straight
for
up. It's just going to be agility at disadvantage.
Woof.
I believe in you, Ravi. You can do it.
I took knot tying 101.
Did you get a help?
I didn't
yeah.
go half the time, but
Get a D8.
I mean, you live in a port city. Like you were on
He has
boats.
people to do knots for
I have
him.
people to do
I
nots
have,
for
I
me.
have not guys.
You said disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
It's a natural 1.
Natural 1.
Yep.
You're exposed to the book, and
Just like trip
it is
over
like
it.
it is tied in this.
Is his main sail hoisted?
It's just like you can't.
I can't.
This is a
What?
trick knot. This is just.
This isn't.
It somehow gets tighter. That's you pulled on the wrong
Oops.
thing, and now it's probably
I think that
a
was the
little
wrong way.
harder to
We've
untie.
made it worse. All right, I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
I mean, we gotta.
Buford clears his throat.
Not now, Buford.
Oh, you want to help?
Like, you know, I'm a sailor.
No,
No, we didn't know that
anything
you were a
about
sailor.
ships.
Right.
You said you didn't
The
like
captain,
water.
Speak up
though,
earlier,
is very
man.
good.
I guess
about-
Jastian.
We've
Well, I made
seafaring
it.
people.
Well, I
we
made
are.
it difficult for you, so
Fantastic.
here you go.
All right, he's gonna roll.
I rolled a 1 and a 1 on the D8.
He's gonna roll. He does have a proficiency in sailing, so he doesn't have to roll with disadvantage. Proficiency, it's trade. With a 16, he goes, "Oh, you did tighten this up."
I did.
And he unlocks it.
Thank you.
And this one opens up, and there is a jade pentagon in there that says "order" on it, the symbol of order.
What's
the last one again?
left?
How to?
There's fate, order, balance.
Find
It was navigate. It said Jastian is the greatest navigator, I think is what it said.
Oh yeah.
And there is again sort of a compass rose, a blank compass rose emblazoned on this book.
Blank one. I mean, I'll hold the lantern. Shows all. I'll hold the lantern up to
Hold
it.
the lantern up to it. Yeah, it starts glowing a little bit. There is one indicated direction, and it is north. Indicate north.
I'll take it and point it north.
It opens up.
There we go. That wasn't so hard.
I mean, you're really smart. I wouldn't have been able to do that.
The
Point it
last room told us where north was.
Yes, you do have a orientation in your head of where this is generally. So yes, by pointing it north, it unlocks the final one, and it says creation. On the
I will
inside.
put the
So you have
creation.
all 5
Yep, we'll put them.
things, and you see the. It's sort of like they sink into the plinth, and the crystal sort of rises up out of it.
Why would the 5 books of Vortor be part of Jastian's?
I mean, those were like the 5 universal forces of the creation,
Yeah.
buddy. Don't you remember when you held the one in your hand?
Oh, this is just older than that.
Yeah. Everything's older than Vortor.
So who touches it first?
I'll grab it.
Just, Buford should have it.
Oh, all right. Well, you want it? You can
I'm just
carry
not scared. Someone go
it.
touch it.
I'm gonna need it, but we gonna need it.
Then go grab it.
Go grab
All
it.
right, he grabs it.
Does it talk to you or anything?
It's a rock.
No, well,
No, it's a magic rock. I know. I'm just kidding. He said, "Not yet. It don't talk to me now, but it will when we get
Oh,
all the
okay.
relics together."
Well, we
do
got
the
3.
ceremony.
All right, we got 3. Do we need these books at all? Do we want this? Should we leave them here? We should probably leave them here. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. So you leave the library, Godstone in hand, and you
Probably a good thing.
Yep, you now have 3 of the 5 relics that you need.
I will lead the way with the lantern to see any traps along the way.
I'll
and
hang
point
next
them
to
out.
Buford.
Very good. Very good. All right, so you go into the next room. This one again has the same anchor key and door. You're used to this at this point.
Yep. I think I'm pretty much carrying the lantern and the key at this point.
Yes. And
It's like that giant's head. That the necklace is like huge, isn't it? Isn't the anchor like?
Yeah, it was pretty big.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Open this one.
We said we were okay with this ritual, right? We do want this.
We weren't given a ton of choice.
Yeah.
But being able to communicate with Jastian is better than not being able to communicate
I think this is more like bringing Jastian back to himself, so he's not just like some sort of raving lunatic.
Yeah,
god.
he seems to be
Okay.
sort of like
Who's-
a ravaging pirate. Is
Reel him in.
sort of-
Yeah, he's kind of like lost his like
Humanity? Yeah.
Yeah.
His
I
touch
hope
with
this
the
last
mortal
relic is a
world.
fishing rod,
Yeah.
This last one is a fishing rod.
so we can reel him in.
Uh-huh.
I think Buford's the fishing rod.
Okay. And we're the bait.
Yeah, we're always the bait man.
Okay. This room, you walk into it, and it is full of gilded chests, jewels, gold, weapons and armor of fine making, and a simple set of blacksmithing tools.
I am immediately look at Orin and be like, don't touch anything until we know what we're doing.
It is
I just want the black.
like there is hardly a way. It is so full that it is hard. There's hardly a way through it without it is chock full of
I
treasure.
look for the unadorned cup.
Look for the it's
That's the cup of a sailor.
cup of a sailor.
I mean,
That's the cup of a
Orin.
seaman.
We lost the battle cam somehow.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I didn't touch it. It just kind of like went out.
You want the magic touch?
Now it's back.
Wackadoo. Great.
But it's...
Out of focus.
Come on, buddy.
Oh, boy.
Whoa.
Think about it, baby.
Oh.
Think about it, baby. We got you. We got you.
Jastian.
Oh God.
I didn't touch it. It just sort of.
I believe in you.
Got an update? I don't know.
Ooh, we're HD now.
Now we're in HD, baby.
Uh,
Okay.
Orin, I think
wasn't, I
you
wasn't.
might be
Yeah,
able to help
there
with
are
this.
countless
but just
treasures and things.
before we, let's just.
Stacking here, it would take some serious investigation checks to find.
we don't even know what we're looking for.
I know what I'm looking for.
Lantern?
I'm gonna definitely break out the lantern, but I'm also gonna look for Cecil's insignia. That's what I'm looking for.
Great. Yep. Roll me an awareness check.
Would it be more investigation or awareness?
Yeah, probably an
I
investigation.
mean, they're the same for me. It doesn't
Oh,
really
well,
matter,
then
but
roll either.
it just awareness
Your
doesn't make sense.
choice.
To me.
You choice.
18
18.
with lantern, if that makes a difference.
18 is enough. You do find in sort of like just inside the doorway, there is a Cecil's seal, and there is a picture of what looks like a little sketch of a conch shell, like a seashell.
Hey guys, look for a seashell. You know, like a conch shell. Have you ever seen those before?
Yeah.
Yeah, look for one of those.
And as you shine the lantern around the room, everything is glowing. Everything seems
Well,
to be
that didn't help. I'm gonna turn this mother off.
No, don't.
Meaning, I'd like put it in the bag.
okay.
I'm not gonna actually extinguish it. I don't think I can. I think it's magical flame or whatever, but or just leave it in the corner. or
Yes.
something.
So you can, you can start, if you want to start sifting through this treasure.
I think we're looking for a conch shell.
Yeah.
They're like musical. You can like blow on them and they'll like make noise and stuff.
That's correct.
Okay. Without touching it?
Well, no, you can touch things now. I just
Okay.
didn't want you to. I don't know.
Please don't pocket, God. Please don't pocket any of this treasure. I know you like coins.
No, the blacksmithing tools just look nice.
I should clarify, the magic with which this treasure is glowing is the same type of magic that the traps are glowing with too.
Sure. So that was a different glowing than like the book glowing.
Well, yes, they're magically enchanted. Some of them, of them are traps. Some of them are like puzzles. Some of them are like.
I see.
So this is some kind of
trap puzzle.
It's not just treasure. There are magical items and stuff within this, but it's like the whole of the room seems to be enchanted in some way.
Well, if
You could do an Arcana check to try to figure it out a little bit more.
Sure.
If you wanted to. I will offer
Just
that.
beep. Okay, before we start searching. Hey! That's a 23.
23. Okay. You noticed that there was like one sort of dark spot in the room, sort of behind some of that magical armor and stuff. But you wouldn't be able to get to it. It's like underneath some of those things. So you'd have to like...
I would like to use my mind to... I can lift up to 100 pounds to like move...
Your mind is
Should we get out of the room first?
No, let's just stay on the outskirt, like on the edges of, or the furthest away, I guess, from wherever this is, just in case something explodes.
I'm just gonna try to like lift wherever he points. I'm just gonna try to lift.
Yeah,
like,
see that dark spot? Yeah,
the
right over
heaviest
there.
object.
Yeah. So you move like there's a helmet and like a breastplate.
I'll grab the breastplate.
Like a big...
just move it with my mind.
Yeah. So you move it out of the way, and just not terribly deep in that treasure pile, there is sort of sitting on top an unassuming conch shell.
Oh.
Guess you can telekinesis, but...
Well, I don't know if I can telekinesis more than... Well, yeah, I guess I'll set down
It is
armor.
the non-magical thing in the room that is
Yeah.
glowing. There's not glowing.
Yeah, man, you can...
Put on your umbral glove. Comes right to you.
You want to...
I don't know. Is there any other depiction on that Cecil's thing with the conch shell at all, or no?
They sound really cool.
Aside from there is one, there's no like...
There was no warnings
Okay.
of like there were like little striations of lines
Blow
coming
on it,
off
man.
of the
You
conch.
want to
Do
see
it.
it?
Do
It
it.
sounds really cool. I'm going to try to blow on the conch shell.
The conch shell.
Is that how you call it?
And you the room sort of rumbles a little bit, and you see in the back corner of the room,
Do the red note.
like the treasure sort of like falls into a little crevice that is opened, a small like passageway down that is somewhat soggy and wet and flooded, but there is a passageway down to another chamber, it seems like.
I'm assuming this
The
conch
treasure
shell...
has sort of like shifted out, and there's a path now across the room.
I'm assuming this conch shell is one of the relics, Buford?
Yes, that it.
Don't.
He puts it in his bag.
Yeah, I will go first with the lantern again. Gingerly through the parted
Right, yeah, it's
treasure
like
sea.
partially flooded, and then it sort of goes down, and then it comes back up above the water level, and you find yourself
Did the treasure still have the trap glow?
yes, it seems like that. The
Yeah, man,
Okay.
it's dangerous stuff. I don't think we
fine.
want to touch this stuff.
Did you see how nice that blacksmithing stuff
I
was?
didn't.
On my way out,
I'm glad you appreciate it.
I'm going to take
though.
one of my coins and flip it into the remainder of the treasure pile and be like, hey, thanks, Jastian. Look forward to meeting you. Maybe.
Friend?
great. So you make your way up down this passageway and find yourselves in a large room
Ravi, no.
that is... Oh, Ravi's gone. This one seems adorned a bit more on the macabre. There are large, what look like bones sticking up out of the floor, like a rib cage,
Giant wide way.
settled in here. Yeah, it's like probably some kind of giant fish or something like that. And there is a stone plinth, a table at the end of the room. This was probably a room used for maybe some of the less colorful ceremonies and things that were associated with Jastian. And Buford says, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, we got 4. We've only been to 4 rooms. I've only seen 4 rooms. What are we missing?
Should be here. Should be here.
What are we looking for?
Oh, God.
This ain't. We We're looking for the sword. It's Jastian's cutlass. That's what we need. That should be the 5th thing.
Lantern.
And you see
Yep, scour
a large. The only thing in the back of the room is like a crumbled portion of the cave and a large like pool of water.
Oh, like that?
Yeah, like on this side. Of the
okay.
wall. That's like a giant, like a big open part of the thing. And you start to like look around. There's like the sword should have been placed in there's a little stand on the table. Like it should have been there.
It should be here.
You hear a deep kind of rumbling, and the water starts to shake
I would
a little
like
bit.
to move away from the water.
Yes.
Probably a good idea.
And you see something sort of slipping beneath the surface. A little flash of light, of greenish light.
Yeah, it's down there, but something else is too.
And you see 2 heads pop out of the water, 3 heads, a 4th head, a 5th head pop out of the water, grotesque and fish-like. The center head has a sword sticking out of its chest, and it glows with unnatural green light coming out of its eyes.
Sticking out. Jesus.
A giant fish monster with multiple heads reaches up out of the water and says, "Who has taken my treasure?"
Nobody.